CBC News has obtained 2 bulletins issued last year by Air Canada to its pilots. They deal with sexual harassment and what the airline calls explicit and inappropriate material repeatedly left in the flight deck of planes. Now, the chief pilot writes, "I am disappointed to have to raise this issue once again, but we unfortunately have some people that have yet to understand the message." And he concludes, leaving inappropriate material in the flight deck must cease immediately. Now, Air Canada responded to our questions about this by saying the material is almost entirely inappropriate business cards left in the flight deck of planes used in its Las Vegas route. But we've also learned an Air Canada pilot, a female pilot, complained she found pornography in the flight deck. She alleges at least one picture was violent and she later took stress leave. Air Canada wouldn't address that because it's before arbitration. Now, there's no evidence any flight was ever at risk, but we showed the bulletin to Daniel Slunder. He's been flying for nearly 40 years, and his association represents pilots in the federal civil service. He says pilots don't need any distractions in the flight deck.
If you're reading material other than what you should be doing, then you're not paying attention where the airplane's going or what's happening around you.
Air Canada says it adapted its pilot training after learning about the problem, and it has zero tolerance for harassment in the workplace. But it also says more inappropriate material in the flight deck was discovered after that last bulletin last fall. Diana Swain, CBC News, Toronto.
Diana's full report will air tonight on The National. That's at 9 and 11 Eastern and Pacific time on CBC News Network, 10 o'clock on CBC Television, 10:30 in Newfoundland.